Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya. Our topic today is about mindfulness practice in the daily life. Now, let me bring you to the definitions of a word mindfulness. According to the Buddhist philosophy and psychology, a word mindfulness is to recall the mind. Here, please understand that a mind, the mind, it functions or it functions as knowing. When the mind associates with a mental factor's mindfulness, that person we call a mindless person. And it is well known as sati in Pali language, meaning awareness, alert, and so on. As the Buddha said, sati sappattika, mindfulness is useful for everything. And in the daily life, based on the Buddha teachings, he always recalls us to be mindful and to be conscious all everything we have done by mental, by verbal, and by behaviors. Now come to the classifications of mindfulness. There are 4 foundations of mindfulness. The first one is contemplation of the body. Secondly, contemplations on feeling. Thirdly, contemplation of mind. And the last one, contemplations on the mental factors, or we can call that contemplations on the Dharma, or contemplations on the teachings of the Buddha. We also have at least 10 sub-mindfulness in practice. For example, we can take a mental repeat on a word of the Buddha to recall the values of the Buddha, and second, the Dharma, to recall the values of the Dharmas, the Sangha, to recall the values of the Sanghas, and so on. Actually, based on the Theravada methods to practice the mindfulness meditations, we also have various techniques like breathing in and breathing out meditations. In Pali we call anapanasati, and also have in practical we also have like focus on our movements of the abdomen, like rising in, like rising, falling at the moments of abdomen. Also focus on our four main purpose, like standing, sitting, walking, and lying down, especially when we sitting meditation. We can contemplate on our sitting postures, like sitting. If we feel itching, we can take a mental repeat the itching, or when we feel hurting, pleasure, or any paintings, we can take a mental repeat painting on the leg, painting on the back, or feeling good. We can mental note feelings, or if our body tied to the ground, we can know that touching. This is the best way to cultivate the mindfulness at the body, at the feelings, at the mind, as our mental factors. All the techniques that come closely to our daily life, we can focus on everything that regarding to our daily activities. Like when you walk, you just note and observe that walking. In the morning, when you get up, where you take a refreshment, like washing your face, you can know that washing, including where you're washing this, washing clothes, you can take a mental repeat, washing. And the most important thing, you can note and observe everything that causes the problems or that cause the obstacle to your daily activities. Slow down and contemplate on your postures. This is the good techniques that lets you to practice mindfulness meditations everywhere, every time, and every corners of the world. And one more important thing, that this technique, mindfulness practice, is not for a Buddhist devotees, or it's not for me or for any nation, but it is for everybody. It is for every human being who would like to recall one mind and living this life fully. And now we can come further. You know, some people complain that they are very busy lives. They have to work, they have to learn at school, they have to do the homework, including they have to clean their house, and they claim that they have no time to practice mindfulness meditations, even they know that mindfulness cultivations is very important in their life, because they common known that mindfulness is life. Mindfulness can protect their life. In contrast, if they living this life without mindfulness, it can lead their life to be dead. It's like a Buddhist proverb saying, Pamato Machuno Patang. It means that unmindfulness always leads to the death. Some people know that well, especially the devotees Buddhists, especially Theravada Buddhist monks throughout the world know about that. But unfortunately, they still claim that they have no time to practice. actually the way leading you to mindful, everything's happening surrounding you at the present moment. It doesn't require you have to join the short training course of mindfulness meditations at all. You just know about the basics of the theories in mindfulness practice by learning from mindfulness meditation masters, by reading books by yourself, and you can even search for it on the internet. You know, some apps on the internet, you just have mindfulness practice. It will provide you many sources about that. That easy for you. Well, after you got the basic theories of mindfulness practice, you can start to practice it by yourself in the daily life. Here, I would emphasize that you can practice mindfulness meditations or mindfulness retreats or mindfulness cultivation in daily life by yourself. In particular, before you go to sleep at night, you can sitting meditation for short minutes, for a few minutes, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. It's up to your free time. And when you lie down on the bed, you can put your arm on your abdomen and observe the moment of your abdomen, like rising, falling. Even you can turn to your breathing in and breathing out. For the beginners, you can use affairs of the numbers. For example, when you breathing in, you can count 1. Breathing out, for the first time, you can count 1. For the second time, breathing in 2, breathing out 2. You can observe and count like that until you feel in the deep sleep. This for the beginners, this for the childhood, or for the student in school, like 15-year-old dolls. I used to think like that. And when you wake up, you don't hurry to get up. Your first duty is in the early mornings, you observe the moments of your abdomen first. If you are a good mindfulness practitioner, you can observe that you wake up where you are breathing in or where you are breathing out. Amazing if you can do like that. And next, if one who are feeling hard to get up, you can tell to your mind, that get up, get up, get up. And when you get up, you can get up slowly, and take a mental getting up like this. If you do like this, day by day, you can be an excellent mindless person. And I guarantee with you that only mindful every postures, every soft postures can protect you from all kinds of obstacles, all kinds of problems in life, and leading you to the end of all kinds of suffering. In the Theravada Buddhism, the Buddha used to say in the Mahaparinibbana that if all the principle of the Dharma can summarize into one verse, they will be summarized as a word sati, mean mindfulness, mean awareness, mean alert. And in the contents of the four foundations of mindfulness, the Buddha also said that only this way, mindfulness practice can lead us to Nibbana, the supreme happiness. In Myanmar, in Thailand, especially my universities, MCUs, where I finished my PhD in Buddhist studies. All students require to practice insight meditations under the 4 foundations of mindfulness every year for all years, because for the Buddhist educational system, they always provide us 2 systems that can go along together. Those are between theory and practice, or between what we have learned at school or universities. We have to apply it into the daily life. The methods of mindfulness practice in the Bali Canon, in the university, in the Dhamma talk, in the Buddhist sermon, or in our sharing, is just a kind of theoretical, or we can say that it is a kind of theoretical Buddhism. It's not enough. We have to go through the practical. We have to bring all the theories to apply in the real life. We have to practice it. We have to experiment it. And we have to go through by ourselves, because Buddhism actually it is practical. Means that we learn for practical. It's not learn for forgetting. You know, when I took elementary, advanced, or higher educations in Buddhist studies, I have the mindset that I took a course for teachings. Mean that, okay, I just finished that course. I just finished a BA degree in Buddhist studies and then go to teach students in school. But when I do a research in master degree, PhD, or doctorate degree in Thailand, I mean that Buddhist studies in Thailand. And I also went to join mindfulness practice, to practice the insight meditations at least 9 times 9 different courses, 9 different times, and if countings is can be 120 days in different vipassana meditation centers, some in the temple, so some located in the jungles in Thailand. I learned that learning Buddhism is to practice insight meditation under the 4 foundations of mindfulness. Or I can say that searching or research in Buddhist studies is mean that to practice mindfulness meditations, and after that, after now, you know, I always encourage people be mindful in our daily activities. I also share the methods of practicing mindfulness meditation to everyone in different languages, in Khmer, in Thai, in Vietnamese, in English, because I want everyone in this world living this life fully, living this life with one mindfulness. Only mindfulness can bring the peace, the peacefulness to this world. Only the mindful people are unable to know that what they should not do and what they should do. And until now, at the present moment, I would to share with all A+ listeners that you can throw anything away, but don't throw or don't forget yourself. Will you remind yourself every time? It means that you are practicing mindfulness meditation. And once again, I would share that mindfulness practice in the daily life is for everyone. Mindfulness practice in the daily life is very useful for everything. Mindfulness practice in the daily life can protect your life living in this world, happiness and prosperity. And everyone wish to practice it, I believe that you all can practice. For me, I believe in you. For me, I believe that you all can be the minded people in this world. Finally, wish all of you living this life fully. Namo Buddhaya.